Hello, how are y'all today?
Good.
Hey,
Hey, how are you? Birth control is a sensitive topic. Should females be allowed to get birth control without asking their parents' permission? Times change, but babies do not. As you see, children are having children. Today we're talking about teen pregnancy in America. No matter what age you are, if you can't support yourself and a child, then you don't need to have sex. Sex is not all there is to a relationship or love. Teen pregnancy, no birth control. College graduate, birth control. Which does a female want for her life? The possibility of her life of a child. This is the female's choice. What is your choice? Birth control for underage girls. It's hard to raise a child when you are a child. You don't have a job, you don't have money, but you do have different types of birth control. Now, if you do need to talk to your parents to keep you from having a child, then you might want to do that. But if you're older than a certain age, then maybe you don't have to talk to them. But let me tell you, in North Carolina, a person has to be 16 years old to get a driver's license. That means in the state of North Carolina, she's old enough to put others' lives in her hands. So that means she should be old enough to decide if she wants to have birth control without her parents knowing. The National Center of Health Statistics, the National Survey of Family Growth from 2006 to 2010, they did a survey of 27% of younger teens from the ages of 15 to 17. Now, at the age of 15, 15% said they were sexually active at one time or another. 8% of them said that they still are. Whereas the age of 16, it went up slightly to 29% were at one time sexually active, but 17% of them were still active. So half of the percent it went up, so maybe not even, they're both about the same, 50%. But as they get older, like in 17, 39% of them are having sex, where 30% are continuing to have sex, and not one of them says anything about protecting themselves. So, how many people are having sex? We don't know. But if they're having babies, we're going to know, because the social service is going to have to take care of them. We need to help protect the innocent children. This little girl can't be no more than 12. She's got a baby. She has no breast hardly at all. She shouldn't have been having sex. Children under the age of 16 should not be pregnant. If a child is having sex and you can find out, then call the social services, because this child has been child abused and neglected. There are many different types of birth control. Abstinence is the best. If you don't have sex, you don't have to worry about getting pregnant. You don't have to worry about STDs. You don't have to worry about people saying nasty, mean things about you. So abstinence is your best thing. In birth control, they have different kinds of implants, patches, the birth control pills that come in a little thing with 31 days or 30 days. And you take one every day. That's kind of hard to remember, but if you brush your teeth in the morning, put the pills there, you know to take it right before you brush your teeth. Then they got the Catholic calendar. That really keeps up with your menstrual cycle. It tells you when you're okay to have sex and when you're not okay to have sex. Or if you're trying to get pregnant, it tells you when is the best time to get pregnant. Most people, everybody, I don't care if you are on birth control, you should use a condom. Whether it be a female condom or a male condom, it's protecting you not only from preventing pregnancy, it's preventing STD spread And you don't want neither one of them if you're not but 12 or 13 or 14. Even if you're not ready to have a child, you don't want any of them. They have a fertility awareness place you can go if you want to talk to people about getting pregnant and not getting pregnant. Plan pregnancy. That's the best thing for you. Plan it. You can get an IUD, and if you get tired of having kids, say you've had 1 or 2, maybe 3 kids, and you decided that's enough for you, you can get your tubes tied. It's called tube ligation. And they have the withdrawal or the pull-out method. That means that the guy just don't come inside you. Sorry, there's no other way to put that. Maybe I shouldn't have said it like that, but that's how it is. But they have all different types of birth control. Just pick one. Birth control is what is needed to prevent unwanted pregnancy. Some girls decide, hey, yeah, it's time for me to have sex. Because this boy's going to love me, he's going to marry me, and he's never going to hurt me. Well, most boys around your age that's in the teens, they only want sex. They really aren't thinking past that precious 5 minutes of time. They don't go past there. After that, he's done. He don't think about 9 months later that he could have a kid. Well, protect yourself both ways with condom and birth control. Don't have sex unless you are old enough to take care of yourself and your kid. Remember, North Carolina says the age of 16 to drive, to take care of yourself, to be in charge of the people around you. So I think that having a kid is not a good thing for kids under the age of 16. And talking to your parents about it is okay. They've been there. Take time to talk to them. But if you're scared to talk to them, go see a counselor. Go see your teacher. They will find someone for you to talk to, and maybe they can help in talking with your parents if you are under the age of 16. If you're over the age of 16, just try to protect yourself. I do believe that if you're 16 or older, you do have enough sense to go and say, hey, I think I need to be put on birth control. If you are becoming sexually active before that age, it's wrong. It's against the law. And if someone is messing with you under the age of 16 and they're over 21, he can go to jail and be a sex offender. I mean, you wouldn't want somebody that you loved, or possibly he could be your future husband, if you got pregnant and he had to sign the birth certificate, he would be a sex offender and couldn't even go to your baby's ball games. So I'm telling you, if you want to get birth control and you're having problems talking to your parents and you're underage, please go talk to some counselor. And if you're going to the doctor, just write them a letter, a note, and hand it to her nurse and explain you don't want to speak to your parents about it, but you would like to talk for them later. Well, thank you and have a good day.